Kita akan masak asam pedas Johor ya. Saya pilih ikan tongsan. Ikan ni murah ya, daripada kolam, bilas dengan kunyit dan garam ataupun dengan tepung gandum dengan sedikit asam jawa ya. Cuci-cuci dia sebab untuk buang macam bau lumpur, kalau ada pun. Kadang-kadang dia tak ada bau pun. Okey, nanti pilih potongan macam ni. Ni nanti bayar RM6 saja. Di sini ada garam kasar, minyak. Sini ada daun kesum ya. Daun kesum ni kita ambil gunting, potong tempat ni. Kalau ada pasu-pasu dekat rumah, kita tanam saja ya. Kita masukkan cucuk-cucuk dia, biar tanah basah sikit lah. Kena rajin siram, cepat dia akan tumbuh lagi. Okay, tak perlu selalu beli. Dan ada satu serai yang dititik, satu tomato dipotong wedges, asam jawa saiz 1 limau nipis lah. Boleh kita ramas-ramas dengan air banyak mana yang kita perlu nanti. Sini ada cili giling, saya ambil macam 3 sudu lepe lah. Sudu lepe macam ni, 3 sudu saya ambil, sudu bersih ni, sudu sup lah. Dan di sini semua ni kita akan blend. Setengah biji bawang besar, kunyit hidup 1 inci yang tebal sikit lah. Dan di sini ada sedikit halia. Belacan saya ambil sikit saja ya. Buah keras macam 3 lah. Bawang putih 4, bawang kecil merah ada 1, 2, 3, 4. Semua ni kita blend. Kalau kasar sedap sikit lah. Itu, dan yang diperlukan adalah air jugalah untuk buat kuah dia. Nanti tunjuk ya, cuci ikan ni. Lepas tu nanti tunjuk macam mana nak buat, senang juga. We are going to make asam pedas Johor style, and I'm choosing inexpensive fish cut. This is ikan tongsan. You can find this in ponds, where they rear them in ponds. But if you think there's a smell that you don't like or anything in it, just use a bit of salt and turmeric and wash it. Or you can use flour and tamarind paste with some water and wash it. And what I have here is rock salt and oil. Okay, what I have here is just 1 serai that's bruised and 1 ripe tomato that's been cut into thick wedges, and then 3 to 4 flat soup spoons, these metal soup spoons of blended chili. And I have 1 lime size tamarind, which I will mix with however much water I might need. Okay, and don't worry, if you have this gravy, you can always keep it and maybe put it in the fridge or freezer and take it out and heat it up for another day, and you can fry some fish or something to go with that gravy. Okay, don't waste it. And what I have here for blending is half a large onion, about 4 small onions, 4 garlic, about 3 or 4 kamiri nuts, 1 fresh turmeric, a bit of ginger, and a little bit of belacan, very little, I would say like a small marble size. And what I have here is what they call laksa leaves or daun kesum. If you buy this in a bunch like this, what you do is you cut away this part, okay, with just the stems and a bit of leaves sticking on it. Find a pot that you have with some sand, wet it and just poke it in. Okay, it'll grow very fast. Next time you don't have to buy them anymore. You'll have your steady supply. Okay, if you have leftover gravy, just keep it in the fridge and fry fish another day and heat up the gravy. You already have instant gravy that's very appetizing. This is a very appetizing dish. And this fish, like I said, is not expensive. For these pieces, I only paid $6. Would you believe it? And it's quite nice. We will start cooking. Okay, I've put in 2 tiny ladles of oil in here. I'm going to heat it up and I'll put in the serai first, the bruised serai. Saya dah panaskan 2 sendok kecil minyak dan saya masukkan serai dulu ya. Lepas tu kita masukkan bahan-bahan blend, diikuti cili dan garam. After this, what I will do is I will add in the blended ingredients, followed by the blended chilies and the rough salt. Now I'll put in the blended ingredients. Tumis sampai wangi ya, kemudian masukkan cili. Put a tablespoon of coarse salt, or what I sometimes call rock salt. This needs cooking down, so dip in at the early stage. Just add a little bit more. This is one dish where you don't need sugar, but if you feel you want to fine-tune it a little bit, you can always add in Ajinomoto or Maggi cukup rasa. That will be good if you need to fine-tune it. But if it's already tasting good, don't bother adding anything in. Ini adalah satu masakan yang tidak menggunakan gula ya. Tapi kalau rasa macam nak rasa asam pedas yang betul-betul ngam gitu, boleh masukkan sedikit Ajinomoto ataupun masukkan Maggi cukup rasa sikit aja. Kalau perlu saja ya. Asam pedas Johor ni selalunya tak masuk sayur-sayuran bendi ke apa-apa tahun ke lagi apa ya. Macam-macam kan orang suka tapi orang Johor suka macam ni plain selalu kan. Dah aunty pun dah biasa sebab dari Johor juga dah biasa makan macam ni, suka macam ni juga. Tapi daun kesum tu mesti ada. This Johor style, please do not add a lot of vegetables and dilute the actual taste of the asam pedas. But Malacca and Nyonya cooking, they love adding a lot of vegetables like bendi, long brinjals. But the Johor version is rather plain, so you get the actual taste of the asam pedas. It's not diluted with all the vegetables in there. Now I'm going to add in the tamarind water, tamarind extract water. Masukkan asam jawa dan tambahlah banyak mana air yang kamu perlukan. Ini masa-masa COVID ni semua duduk rumah saja kan, kena masak banyak-banyak kan. Ikan ni kira murah ya, satu ekor yang besar pun paling banyak RM12 itu saja. Ni nanti ambil keping yang solid lah, cuma RM6 nanti bayar. Kira satu keping tu RM1.50. Tapi kena pergi, saya beli ni dekat supermarket, kena pergi awal-awal ya. Kalau tak semua ambil yang tinggal bahagian badan dekat perut tu yang lupa. So kalau pergi pagi-pagi mungkin boleh dapat lah. This is a very inexpensive fish. A huge whole fish can sometimes cost you only about $12 plus. These pieces I only paid almost $6. Now let this boil slowly. Don't be in a hurry to boil it so fast. The taste is so much better when you take your time and cook it. Meanwhile, you can do other things. Wash other vegetables. Ini masak pelan-pelan lagi sedap ya. Jangan macam terlalu gopok-gapah memasak ni. Kalau lagi slow dimasak lagi sedap. Tutup dan masak ya. Sebelum masukkan ikan, sekali ikan dah masuk, kita tutup dan rebus paling banyak 5 minit gitu. Okey, dan tutup. Masukkan daun kesum semua, adjust semua dan tutup. Simpan gitu saja. Once the fish goes in, at the most you boil it for about 5 minutes. Put in the Vietnamese mint leaf, or what you also call daun kesum. Put it in, adjust the taste, everything, the tomatoes and all that, and finish cooking and switch it off. And just leave it like this until you are ready to dish it up. Okay, tadi saya masukkan ikan dengan tomato ya. Dan masa ni kalau rasa kuah tak cukup asam, boleh masukkan asam gelogo ya. Tak perlu bancuh lagi asam jawa dengan air. Boleh masukkan 1 keping ke setengah keping. At this stage, if your asam pedas is not sour enough, you can just put in 1 small asam keping or half a huge slice of asam keping, or what they call asam gelogo sometimes. The tomatoes are in already. You don't have to cook it that much, but what you can do is all these leaves, you can either put it whole or take out just the leaves. It's really up to you, and I really love these leaves. They are so appetizing, especially when you don't have the appetite to eat. I'm putting in the whole bunch and retaining some just for topping when I decorate it at the end. Just leave them on like this. You will start getting a wonderful, very appetizing. I always cook this when somehow at certain times of I just go off the mood to eat food. So this will be a good pick-me-up. Just boil this for about 5 minutes and you can switch off. I'm going to taste it, and then if it's okay, I'll switch it off. Okay, it's just nice. I'm not adjusting anything. Now switch it off. Asam pedas ikan tongsan.